This week on Swift Waters. Kent Cartridge presents Swift Waters.
Oh my God, look at these coming around behind us, Connie.
Chloe and I are just hanging loose.
Hey, welcome to Swift Water Season 3. We had a great year.
This episode is all about off-season activities, scouting as well as some fun in the summer.
We're starting out when the ice just comes off of the river, and we're looking at the spring migration heading north.
Then we take you up in the air and get the bird's eye view.
Then we're off to Michigan to have a great time with some friends over there at the Mitten Mayhem. It's a mud running event that we take the boats over, we go through the marsh and just have a riot.
Be sure to watch for our Duck Down giveaway logo this week is Excel Outdoors.
They specialize in storage units for trailers and accessories.
So let's go scouting.
So spring always brings to me, a really awesome time of the year. We get high waters, and I love to get the boat out as soon as I can.
So we're getting the boat out. It's been in the pole barn for 2 months. Shawn is super excited. So we're gonna do the scouting. The ice is just starting to come off the river system. We put the boat in and what a blast. Oh my gosh, the spring migration is in full flow.
The levees are already just spilling over, and you can take it whether you're putzing in, or trying to get to those little spots that normally you just can't do it. The ice is just leaving the rivers. We're going up the ditches because they're starting to get flooded with all the runoffs. We're busting ice on the way in, and man, do we get into the spring migration of the birds heading north. And what do you see on the far ends of the marshes? The birds just start lifting up.
Well, we're out here in the marsh. It's the middle of April. We were out here a few weeks ago and there still are ducks.
I can't get over it. It is so sweet. I just love this stuff. This early spring migration is just so unreal to me every time we come out. Yeah, we're off of the Bark River, south central Wisconsin. We've got mallards, definitely woodies, definitely teal. We got some geese over here. They're already paired up and they're building nests.
Yeah.
We've seen them. In the meantime, we're just here to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get in the boat.
Okay.
We got our guest Tucker over here. He just can't get enough of the water. The season's just kicking off. Get that boat out. Do all your tweaking that you put off from when you just stuffed it away 2 months ago. And we get to flame them up and blow the carbon out of them and just get some really good views of the spring migration. So get out there in that high water. Be very careful. Use your common sense. A lot of these areas you can just go navigate in it and see some really nice new spots. From that point, you're on your maps. You're looking to see if you got to get permission or if it's public, etc. But get out there and get some scouting in.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Excel Outdoors, Camo Systems, Peak Dryer, Woodland Resort, Dave's Creative Taxidermy, Cedar Hills Game Farm, Thermacell Heated Products, McMiller Sports Center, Mountain Man Guns, and these fine sponsors.
The makers of Kent Cartridge are proud to bring back Bismuth Premium Shot Shell. Kent has taken everything that was great about bismuth and made it even better. Bismuth provides consistent patterning with less recoil and delivering superior penetration. Bismuth is a choice for duck hunters across U.S., Canada, and beyond. It all adds up, how your day ends, and what you expect from Kent when it begins. Optimize your game with Bismuth. After your hunt, if you're looking for some really high quality taxidermy work, take a look at Dave's Creative Taxidermy out of Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. He not only does the North American species, but also full African species as well.
We as avid waterfowl hunters can never get enough storage.
Whether we are traveling to our favorite hunting shack or nearby honey hole, bringing the right equipment is critical to the success and safety of our hunt.
Excel Outdoors provides trailer accessories that meet our needs. Cargo trunks and cargo racks keeps all of our gear really dry and easily accessible.
Excel Outdoors. Organize your life outside. Concealment is the #1 challenge while hunting.
Whether we need to hide an entire duck boat or just a couple buddies out for a morning hunt, we need to be invisible.
Camo Systems provides 3D camouflage netting that will allow us to blend into the environment.
This versatile product is easy to set up in any situation, and it'll stand up to the abuse we throw at it.
Camo Systems.
Nets that blend in, quality that stands out.
After your hunt, if you're looking for some really high quality taxidermy work, take a look at Dave's Creative Taxidermy out of Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. He not only does the North American species, but also full African species as well.
Welcome back. So in this segment, we do scouting just a little bit different. I'm a licensed pilot, so we're going to take you up in the air.
So we get to get an aerial view. We're looking for new access points. You know, maybe someone can sneak in on the back end. Maybe the pothole's got a whole nother wing on it that normally you can't see on the Google Maps.
It's a different way that we can go look at different lands, different rivers, accessibility, as well as the little pockets. Can we get in by a boat, or is it going to be a walk-in spot? You know, it gives you a different accessibility to go knock onto a door to see if that landowner, maybe he'll give you permission to go hunt that pothole or his private pond.
Just got up off the ground. We're going to go by the Martin River just because the airport is right by it. We'll see how the water levels are. We're anticipating them being extremely high.
If you get a chance, you know, all in your towns, everybody has a small little airport. Take a drive over there, talk to the club. You know, you can rent one of these guys that with the pilot's license to go fly around your local area. You will not be, you know, dissatisfied in doing it. It's just so cool.
This is a passion of mine, so I really encourage you ladies to get out there and do what you want to do. I took all the courses, got certified, and Shawn and I just absolutely love to get up in the air and scout from the bird's eye view.
From there, then we head even further north in Wisconsin, and we try to get up along the big river. And what we're looking at this point is what is the vegetation, what's the water level, you know, because we're starting to look now for scouting for the upcoming season. Generally those spots that we always go to, but then we start broadening those out. Oh, I can't wait to get out there. The water's just as high here as it is everywhere else in the state. Hopefully we'll be able to get by the launch. I have no idea. In this particular area, the wild rice is just, it's growing up, you know, it's a good point where it should be, about 2-3 foot high. It's already starting to seed out. Well, we're on this is gonna be one of my favorite spots. As you can tell right now, everything some pintails. Anything that is normally above water is under. So we're trying to line this up. These are rice growth right behind me and the entry point, and there's generally just a little creek that runs through here, but we're totally under. As we continue progressing through the season, though, you know, it should see it start to subside, and the birds will just start piling up in here. Obviously, they're not here right now just because there's too much water. They're actually set back at probably about another 100 yards, but that's all right. So we'll keep track of the spot. You know, keep in mind, you know, the mid-season scouting is as critical as, you know, just before. Don't wait till the beginning of the season. Get out there mid-season and look at your spots. You know, this just all feeds into Connie and I's passion. We are avid, you know, waterfowlers. So sure, we're out there every weekend during the season, and we even extend our season from September and chase them all the way down to Arkansas and Louisiana to get as much out of as we can. But off season, where are we at? We're out here looking for birds again, you know, so do the same, you know, follow your passion. You know, it drives us every day. We get up, and if we're not, you know, doing the regular stuff around the house, we are out there, you know, looking for new spots and looking for birds. The good point where it should be, about 2-3 foot high. It's already starting to seed out. And then we start ripping through, and of course, you know, where you think the channel goes and all of a sudden the water level isn't quite where you normally think it is, bam, you know, right onto a sandbar. That's really bad. There's absolutely no water. Oh my gosh, you know, I'm looking at Connie and we got to get Chloe out, and now the work starts. We're in a 1,300-pound boat by ourselves with probably about a half an hour daylight. All right, what do we got in the survival kit? I'm thinking the paddle ain't gonna work this time. We're pressed against the clock because we're losing daylight, but it's all in fun. You know, we get the boat off and we, you know, get it out, do some final scouting. Actually, we just run for the launch because it's getting dark.
The makers of Kent Cartridge are proud to bring back Bismuth Premium Shot Shell. Kent has taken everything that was great about Bismuth and made it even better. Bismuth provides consistent patterning with less recoil and delivering superior penetration. Bismuth is a choice for duck hunters across US, Canada, and beyond. It all adds up, how your day ends, and what you expect from Kent when it begins. Optimize your game with Bismuth.
After a hard day in the field, we depend on peat dryer systems to dry out our waders, boots, and gloves.
We find that peat dryers will extend the life of our gear. Once you experience putting on a warm pair of waders or boots from peat dryers, you'll never go without.
Peat dryer is safe for all types of materials: neoprene, leather, rubber, and all modern products. Peat dryer. We invented dry.
Whether you want to use guides or you're a do-it-yourselfer like us, Woodland Resort has all the services you'll ever need for your next adventure.
Their lodging ranges from camping to cabins to deluxe suites. Also an on-site marina and a full-service cleaning house. Just pick your style of accommodation.
While freelance hunting throughout North Dakota, we find being centrally located on Devil's Lake at the Woodland Resort is just critical to our success.
Woodland Resort,
North Dakota's #1 duck camp.
We as avid waterfowl hunters can never get enough storage.
Whether we are traveling to our favorite hunting shack or nearby honey hole, bringing the right equipment is critical to the success and safety of our hunt.
Excel Outdoors provides trailer accessories that meet our needs. Cargo trunks and cargo racks keeps all of our gear really dry and easily accessible.
Excel Outdoors. Organize your life outside.
All right, so now we get to really have some just fun. You know, we get to go over to Michigan, and I just can't get enough of this thing. So all the guys are tweaking their motors, they're polishing their boats up to throw them into the marsh, and we just get to have one heck of a weekend, to have a good time at the Mitten Mayhem.
Oh my gosh, this is such an adrenaline rushing, male thing. Oh wow, do the guys just get cranked up over this? They get the chance to run their mud motors and just rip it and let it go.
All right, so Brandon just nails it, that freshly built motor. Getting up, and what we're doing now is we're going to start setting the course for the polka run. It's not the race day, but yet, you know, we just love racing. So of course, Connie and I are going to run right behind them. We kind of split the poles and the chips, and the next thing is to get out to the gates. We got about 4 or 5 guys that all volunteered on Friday to get the course set up, and we're running anywhere from the back sloughs out to the causeway and then back into some of the main ditches. But the object here for any polka run is to get these poles as far back into this deep stuff as you can.
I'm so glad you guys made it. It's always so much more fun when you're here.
We enjoy it.
Well, I mean, you share my outlook on driving style.
So it's like anything that, you know, you see the motorcyclers, they're doing polka runs, same type of thing. We get over there, we get to have a slalom course, timed event, nothing better than just to, you know, some of the guys just tweak their motors up almost as much as me. And we get to see who gets to go the furthest, sliding them across grass. You know, you get stuck, everyone's got winches, and it's all fun. Hop in the goo and get dirty.
Oh yeah! So we are in the causeway here. This is the area where we set the slalom course. We got a couple more poles yet to set. Brandon's leading us through this back little channel, and then we are going to hit it hard. We are heading back to the campsite to where we're all going to meet up. We're going to have a bonfire and some great dinner and some fun.
All right, well, we made it over to Michigan. We're over in Muskegon and 4th annual Mayhem Mitten Run.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time.
Yep, this year it's just blowing out. So the word got out on all the forums, and I think we're up to probably 30 or 40 different boats.
They're still coming in. You know, we're almost getting ready to get going, and 2 more are pulling up.
We got a captain's meeting here in about 15 minutes. Safety, safety, safety. Right, there's a lot of kayakers up in there, off plane, slow no wake when you go around them. But you know, the deal is go out and have some good fun.
People from all over the country. We got the Canadians, we got people from Tennessee, just here to have a great time.
Wisconsin, a lot of people obviously from Michigan. The boats are all different kinds. We got Excels, a lot of mud boaters from Mud Buddy. It's kind of nice to see all the customization as well. We'll kind of get some shots of them, but some of the guys have really tricked out their engines from paint jobs. They've chromed them off. They've got custom controls on them, so it is truly a passion. So it's cool stuff. Let's go see what we got going here.
All right, day 2, Saturday, the main event. We take off right from the campground. We put the boats all in the big Muskego, the bay, and what do? We run up the river with the parade of boats.
This is pretty cool. Everybody's waving. There's Terry saying hi as they go on by. It's just an easy ride up through the bay into the main river.
So we cut the group in half because we got a lot of participants. What we got to do is just navigate them back to the back area, and we either take them to the causeway to start or we go back to the polka run. But of course, we're going to run them everybody right back to the causeway because that's about an 80 to 100 acre, you know, almost like a bog flooded area, and a lot of people have never run it, and they got to get a little bit of exposure on how to handle this type of a ride. All right, Brian can't get enough of running that brand new rig that he just put together last year, and he's just tearing it up over the causeway, you know. And of course, Brandon's got to get right behind him and just kind of show him what that little old, you know, green canoe can do. But anyway. Oh man, I almost forgot the Wisconsin boys, right? They came over with us, and they're as well, just pounding it out, having a great time.
So Shawn and my turn to get back into that back little chip. It's tucked way back in there, and nothing but mud and goo, but we're going to give it our best. We kind of know where it's hiding.
It's kind of nice. We always get a little bit of a cheering group to be able to make sure everybody gets in and gets out safely. In case they do get stuck, we've got a whole crew that'll end up pulling anybody out. So from there, we start taking a run out to the main water, which takes us back to one of our favorite areas, which we call Dead Man's Ditch. Here we go. We get a little bit of sun and back into the ditches.
chasing down some of the other guys because we always want to get out to either pick up some additional poker chips or if we can, head out to the open water in the causeway.
So this is really kind of an exciting event, but I still have to try to maneuver the cameras, capture all the footage.
So you can see Connie's up on front, flipping the cameras on, flipping them off. I'm trying to readjust the ones on my shoulder, and she's trying to navigate the main camera as well. And yeah, and still getting slapped in the face by weeds and debris the entire time.
You know, when Shawn's running the boat, I still have the main camera trying to grab it. We got POVs at the front of the boat. Shawn's wearing one on his shoulder, so you know we just want to capture every angle as well as stay in the boat.
So it's a teamed event. You know, Shawn's running the motor, but I still got to throw my weight around, dig into the corners to get around that next pole. Oh my gosh, we're ripping through the curves, and you know.
From our boat, we need some little bit of ballast on the front end to be able to cut the edge in to make the turns, because it doesn't always happen. I tell Connie to hit it hard. Oh, right into the stuff.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Excel Outdoors, Camo Systems, Peak Dryer, Woodland Resort, Dave's Creative Taxidermy, Cedar Hills Game Farm, Thermacell Heated Products, McMiller Sports Center, Mountain Man Guns, and these fine sponsors.
We get to go over to Michigan, and we just get to have one heck of a weekend, to have a good time at the Mitten Mayhem.
I got the big camera in my hand, and then we have the Garmin Verbs as our POVs. A couple up front. Shawn has them on his shoulders.
And, man, Connie's got to not only navigate with the cameras, but as I'm trying to weave between the...
I've laid it over so far that I feel the spray of, you know, the water's just hitting me. It's just an adrenaline rush. You know, you got reeds on one side that are hitting you in the face. You got limbs on the other side. You are dodging, you know, limbs, branches, thorn bushes. You can't imagine, but it is just so much fun. We truly love it. You know, you got reeds on one side of you, I'm dodging. I got limbs on the other side.
This thing is a 3-foot wide ditch, and it just is full of hairpins. All the time getting slapped in the face with debris, and you know, and outside of all the outside of all just having fun. We break through loose into the causeway, come across one of the set of the gates, and we get into a full slide on all the marsh. So it is just awesome.
We are just having a blast out here. We couldn't have more fun.
And I challenged her the entire time, so I got to stick in hand, you know, navigating the boat.
Shawn's giving that motor, and we just got to navigate it through here. Just give it all.
You know, and we don't get a break until we get out in the main causeway to be able to start sliding this bad boy right across the finish line. Through the gates. Oh, yeah! Nice.
Oh, this is just so exciting, you know. It just couldn't be more fun.
So it's a great time. Get out there.
I am 6 inches short. If I give you a rope, how would that work out? I'm sorry? Well, I got about 300 feet. We'll start with this one. You want to try a rope? There you go.
Outside of that, we always bring our ladies, and we get also some time in the afternoon. It's beautiful river, crystal clear. Everybody's just hanging out. The sun's beating down. We tell stories about the upcoming season that we have anticipation, as well as all the fun we had in the last season. So these type of events are just fantastic. Get out and enjoy them as much as you can.
Wow, it's just a blast. There's a lot of couples that come here. It's a weekend event. We usually come on Friday. You camp Friday night, Saturday night, have a bonfire. It's just a great fun weekend.
Oh, was that awesome? Just so much fun in preseason.
Be sure to go to Facebook and let us know where you've seen the Duck Down giveaway of Excel Outdoors logo.
Thanks a lot for watching Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie.
Please join us next week.
Closed captioning brought to you by Thermacell Heated Products.